The whole system is getting scanned, and apparently, there's not a single smart thing left in the universe. Some new cosmic entity is screaming for the old admin, LBO, who has clearly been logged off permanently. This new blue energy god and his little robo-pup just confirmed they've plugged all of humanity into their network. Energy. God starts his villain monologue about taking over, pulling up a literal create character screen for the world. The login is approved, and now there are a bunch of empty player slots like Earth just became an MMO. And here's our first edgelord player, already talking mad shit about becoming king before the game even starts. The rest of the Shadow Council tells the edgelord to chill, but they're all just as thirsty for this reset. Energy, God goes full Super Saiyan Blue, absolutely vibing with the fact that his master plan is working. With a new face tattoo and a power core in his chest, he officially welcomes everyone to his new world order. And boom, the update drops and we're suddenly in a cyberpunk city with flying cars. So much for cyberpunk, the world's already getting reclaimed by nature on crack. And the starter zone mobs are just giant fucking rats. This game's budget is trash. Some random dude tries to throw hands with a crystal-infused rat and gets absolutely swatted. Aight, so people are getting their starter class abilities. This buff guy rolled a paladin or something. And of course, some girl is about to get mauled, screaming for a hero to show up. Speak of the devil, some dude with a metal fist just one-punched the rat into next week. And our hero is this white-haired kid, our MC, who looks like he just left high school. The system hits our boy with the "Congrats, you're F-rank trash" notification. Rough start. Our boy is processing the fact that he's the weakest class in this godforsaken MMO. Then a giant holy cross of light rips through the sky, really hammering home the apocalypse. So the story hits us with a quick lore drop. Some AI called Creator broke the world back in 2051. Fast forward 3 years, and we're in some jungle-ass city that nature has fully reclaimed. Looks like our boy is in a party and they're clearing out some trash mob wolves like it's just another Tuesday. His boy, green hair, literally punches a wolf into the air for a sick combo setup. And our MC Wei Yi flies in like a damn shonen protagonist to finish the job. Meanwhile, the party's tank is just stomping around in his goofy-ass armored sneakers. Our boy is about to deliver a divine smiting straight to this wolf's dome. His little cat ear necklace starts glowing, probably powering up his big move or something. And he absolutely obliterates the wolf with a holy light-infused ground pound. But the system hits him with the ultimate fuck you. He can't even gain EXP. Bro is hard stuck in tutorial mode. The party's tank, Jojo, introduces himself like he's the main character or something. Tank Bro Jojo tries to give our boy a high five, gassing him up for that flashy finish. Wei Yi hits him with the humble protagonist act, pretending he's not secretly mauling about his rank. Our boy goes full anime protagonist, thinking about how he's only got technique since he's F-rank trash. The system pulls up his stats, confirming he's got the build of a wet noodle and a broken body debuff. So his broken body debuff is why he can't level up, but he's giving us the "I won't be defeated" speech. He's still monologuing about the power of hard work while the rest of the party is just looting corpses. Tank Bro Jojo finally cuts the monologue short by yeeting some loot right at our boy's face. Our boy catches the loot, surprised he's getting 2 whole magic crystals for his troubles. And Tank Bro proves he's a real one, saying they're friends so they split the loot evenly. Our boy Wei Yi plays it cool, thanking Tank Bro for the crystals while hiding his broke-ass desperation. And we get a quick lore dump. Magic crystals are the new oil since the world went to shit. These shiny red rocks power everything from your toaster to giant fucking spaceships. Surprise, surprise, the one thing everyone needs is super rare, classic supply and demand bullshit. So yeah, monster guts are the new Bitcoin, and even the cheap ones are worth a fortune. And of course, our boy Wei Yi is broke as hell and needs these crystals more than anyone. He's got a whole shopping list, grandpa's booze, sister's snacks, bro's the family breadwinner. On top of that, his landlord is about to throw him on the street. The F-rank struggle is real. Wei Yi's protagonist senses start tingling as he spots some rando lurking behind a tree. Oh, it's just Tank Bro Jojo being a weirdo, pointing out some other dude like a gossip girl. This new bowl cut simp is trying his absolute worst game on his team leader, who is clearly not impressed. So bowl cut simp is a D-rank archer, and the mage leader Lin Xiang is already regretting her life choices. Turns out mage leader Lin Xiang's fancy-ass staff is busted and she's worried it'll get her killed. And who does she immediately think of for a quick field repair? Our boy Wei Yi, the supposed F-rank trash. Mage leader Lin Xiang walks right up to our boy asking for some emergency tech support on her magic staff. Our boy Wei Yi, ever the helpful protagonist, agrees to take a look like it's no big deal. Now the whole damn forest is watching our boy work on this thing like he's a pit crew mechanic. He whips out some kind of tech pen and instantly finds the problem, a simple loose wire. Bowl Cut Simp immediately starts hating, questioning if an F rank should even be touching high-end gear. His own party members are already roasting him in the background for being a loudmouth with zero game. Mage leader Lin Xiang absolutely bodies Bowl Cut Simp for ditching his patrol just to be a hater. Our boy Wei Yi holds up the fixed staff like it was nothing, leaving the whole squad speechless. Mage leader Lin Xiang gives her staff a test swing and confirms our boy's F-rank ass is a better mechanic than the manufacturer. She immediately turns on Bowl Cut Simp and tells him to get the hell back to work. Bowl Cut Simp storms off, seething about our pretty boy MC and promising some future L he's about to take. Mage leader Lin Xiang admits she was sweating bullets and gives our boy props for saving her ass. Our boy Wei Yi plays it cool, acting like fixing a high-tier magic weapon is just another Tuesday for him. And we get a flashback. Turns out our boy and mage leader Lin Xiang were high school tech club buddies. The lore drop continues. She's the one who recruited him, knowing he was F rank because she's a real one. Back in the present, mage leader Lin Xiang gets serious, about to ask our boy a question she's been holding on to. Mage leader Lin Xiang finally asks about the cat ear necklace he's been rocking since they were kids. Tank Bro Jojo jumps in, hyping it up as a protective charm from our boy's personal robot. Jojo exposes him for being a sickly kid, but Wei Yi swears he wears it for a different reason now. Our boy gets all emo, clutching the necklace and saying it's to remember the past. And we hit the tragic backstory jackpot. Dead parents, and his only real friend was a damn robot. Then the creator AI went full Skynet, wiping out all the smart robots, including his only friend. Mage leader Lin Xiang gives him the supportive shoulder pat, seeing our boy is deep in his feels. She gives him the "we gotta move on" speech, saying they have to carve their own path now. And just like that, the power of friendship speech works and the whole squad is ready to roll. Our boy Wei Yi snaps back to reality, remembering he's still broke as hell and needs to farm crystals. Bowl Cut Simp is still lurking in the bushes, seething because the party is having a moment without him. His own teammates are still roasting him, saying our boy Wei Yi is way more reliable than his D-rank ass. Bowl Cut Simp goes full incel, screaming about how power is everything and he can't stand an F-rank getting praise. He throws a tantrum and runs off, yelling that they'll all regret it when he's rich. Sure, buddy. In his rage-fueled sprint, he kicks a random rock because he's just that mature, and his dumbass tantrum accidentally uncovers a glowing blue portal. Bro literally stumbled into a dungeon. Some rando from his squad runs back to tell the main party that Bowl Cut Simp actually did something useful for once. The main crew is shocked, and you can already see the loot goblin calculations happening in their heads. The whole squad pulls up to the glowing blue portal, which is definitely not a trap or anything. Tank Bro Jojo is completely mesmerized, totally unprepared for the ass-kicking they're about to receive. Bowl Cut Simp is taking a victory lap like he's a genius explorer, and not just a man-child who tripped over a portal. Mage leader Lin Xiang drops the classic high-risk, high-reward speech, basically confirming this is a TPK waiting to happen. She pulls the democracy card, deciding to vote on whether they should all walk into this obvious death trap. Bowl Cut Simp and his loot goblin squad are immediately screaming yes, because greed always outweighs common sense. The sensible half of the party votes no, correctly pointing out that not dying is generally a good strategy. And of course, the deciding vote falls to our F-rank boy Wei Yi, because the plot demands it. Our boy is doing the math and realizes his crippling debt won't get paid by killing trash mobs outside. Fueled by the power of being broke, Wei Yi makes the objectively terrible but narratively correct decision to go in. And we're in. The dungeon door creaks open to reveal some dark, ominous-looking ruins. The whole party marches in like a D&D group about to get wiped by the first encounter. Mage leader Lin Xiang leads the charge, stating the obvious fact that these ancient ruins are, in fact, ancient. Tank Bro Jojo, the party's designated look-over-there guy, spots some spooky writing on the wall. Tank Bro proves he's all brawn and no brains, completely baffled by some squiggly lines. Our boy Wei Yi casually translates the ancient text as a giant "fuck off, it's a trap" sign. Wei Yi trolls the entire party by revealing the warning was written in plain text, not some ancient language. The sensible half of the party immediately suggests they listen to the very obvious warning and not die. Bowl Cut Simp, who started this mess, throws a tantrum about not leaving without his precious loot. This absolute genius walks forward to prove his point, screaming about how safe it is. And I shit you not, Bowl Cut Simp immediately steps on the most obvious pressure plate in history. The dungeon's security system starts grinding to life, all thanks to one greedy, loudmouthed idiot. Mage leader Lin Xiang is freaking out as the dungeon walls start shifting thanks to the resident idiot. Bullcut Simp is crying on the floor while his own teammate roasts him for dooming them all. Our boy Wei Yi is trying to keep his balance as the floor turns into a deadly game of Tetris. The whole squad gets yeeted as the dungeon's anti-idiot security system fully activates. A giant chasm splits the party, and our boy Wei Yi is just barely hanging on for dear life. Tank Bro Jojo, from the safety of his platform, is screaming to see if his boy is still alive. Our boy Wei Yi shouts back that he's fine, because an F-Rank's plot armor is apparently S-tier. The background characters finally do something useful and pull our boy back from the brink. The party regroups just in time for the dungeon to start its bullshit all over again. The floating rocks start glowing and reassembling, because this trap has more phases than a final boss. Mage leader Lin Sang goes full raid leader, yelling at everyone to pop a flare if they're about to die. Our boy Wei Yi and the red shirts are taking a one-way trip to the dungeon's basement, screaming the whole way. And there they go, plummeting into the abyss because Bullcut Simp couldn't read a damn sign. Wei Yi sticks the landing and immediately realizes he's been separated from the party. Classic solo mission arc incoming. A random-ass magic crystal just conveniently thuds right next to him. The plot armor is already working overtime. He picks it up and realizes this thing is way purer than the trash mobs they were farming. Our boy looks up, probably expecting a jump scare, but instead he's about to see the face of God. Holy shit, the entire goddamn wall is just covered in high-grade magic crystals. Bro found the dev room. Wei Yi is absolutely speechless, realizing he just fell ass backwards into a solution for his crippling debt. The whole cavern is a fucking treasure trove, and our broke F-rank boy has it all to himself. Our boy Wei Yi is having a galaxy brain moment, realizing loot can just spawn in the world. He confirms the crystal is that premium grade shit, not the cheap stuff from trash mobs. The broke protagonist math is kicking in and he realizes he can finally stop being poor. Wei Yi is absolutely losing his mind, questioning if he's finally won the poverty lottery. And of course, Bullcut Simp and his goons are here to ruin the moment, already screaming about being rich. Our boy's hype train comes to a screeching halt as he remembers he's stuck with these idiots. Bullcut Simp is already taking a victory lap, acting like he didn't just doom the entire party. His two lackeys immediately start simping, proving that a little bit of loot makes everyone a follower. Wei Yi ignores the clowns and gets ready to grind because rent is still due tomorrow. Bullcut Simp immediately goes full goblin mode, claiming dibs on every crystal in the cave. Our boy Wei Yi tries to play diplomat, telling Bullcut Simp he can have the whole damn cave. Bullcut Simp responds with his fists, going feral over some shiny rocks he didn't even find. And Bullcut Simp is absolutely shook, realizing his punch just got blocked by an F-rank. Wei Yi catches the punch like a damn pro, still trying to reason with this broke-ass Legolas. Bullcut Simp starts coping, claiming it was a fluke because his stats are just that high, bro. The Simp rage finally comes out, screaming about how Wei Yi is stealing his girl with tech support. And we get the secret sauce. Our boy is using a skill principle to parry the damage like a fighting game god. Wei Yi is just eating these punches, knowing that fighting back will only make this man-child angrier. Even Bullcut's own goons are getting nervous, realizing their boy is about to commit a murder. Bullcut Simp is having a mental breakdown, unable to process how an F-rank is tanking his D-rank hits. Bullcut Simp is absolutely losing his shit, his fragile ego shattered by an F-rank's defense. He's still maulding, refusing to believe our boy Wei Yi could tank his hits without some kind of cheat code. Even his own goons are telling him to chill, realizing their boss is about to get embarrassed over some shiny rocks. Bullcut Simp finally backs down, pretending he's sparing our boy's life and not just avoiding a public L. He throws one last pathetic threat before leaving, and our boy is just relieved the man-child is gone. And the truth comes out. Our boy Wei Yi was bluffing. His body is absolutely wrecked from tanking those hits. He admits that skill can only get you so far when you're built like a wet noodle against a D-rank. Wei Yi watches the clowns mine his ticket out of poverty, accepting that he's just too weak to stop them. To make matters worse, his flare is busted, so he's trapped down here with no way to call for help. Our boy starts using his big brain, questioning how these perfect-ass crystals are even formed in the first place. Our boy's big brain connects the dots. This crystal jackpot is probably just a giant monster egg. Since he's trapped and broke, Wei Yi decides to go exploring because what else is he gonna do? He walks 10 feet and finds the entrance to some ancient underground civilization. Of course he does. Bro didn't just find a cave, he found a whole-ass secret temple. The loot is getting legendary, and the main prize is a magic crystal the size of a goddamn refrigerator. That's retirement money. His tech support senses identify the force field as a giant monster taser, not a kill-on-sight trap. He's trying to figure out who built this place, correctly guessing the world-ending AI wasn't this generous. Right on cue, his dead robot friend's necklace starts glowing like an overdue notification. Our boy is shook, realizing his necklace hasn't worked since the AI apocalypse went down. He's having a full-on panic attack as he realizes something in here is waking up his old tech. Our boy Wei Yi connects the dots and realizes this whole crystal cave is just one giant monster egg. Bowl-cut Simp and his goons finally catch up, dropping their loot in absolute shock at the sight. This idiot is absolutely losing his mind over the size of the main crystal, still thinking it's just loot. The dumbass immediately switches from shock to greed, pointing out the jackpot like he's a genius explorer. Bowl-cut Simp goes full villain mode, calling himself the Chosen One and dissing mage leader Lin Xiang. The greedy little goblin shoves our boy Wei Yi aside, rushing towards his future tombstone. Our boy is just done, sarcastically noting that Bowl-cut's greed has the homing capabilities of a missile. And right on cue, the entire fucking cave wakes up, revealing it's a giant-ass monster. The whole squad of idiots finally realizes they've been mining crystals inside a living creature. A giant fucking claw starts tapping the wall, and you just know someone's about to get folded. The system finally identifies the mobs as some high-level pterodactyl knockoffs, confirming this is not a starter zone. And one of the angry sky lizards is already screaming its head off, coming in hot for the kill. Oh, it's not just one, it's a whole damn air force of them, and they're nesting on the giant monster. Bowl-cut Simp finally uses his brain for something other than hating, and realizes they've stumbled into a monster nest. His goon drops some lore, confirming these birds will absolutely clap a D rank like Bowl-cut Simp. Meanwhile, our boy Wei Yi notices his magic necklace has gone quiet, now that he's away from the main loot. He's convinced the necklace wasn't bugging out, but was actually pinging something important back there. Our boy goes full shonen protagonist, deciding to bet it all on whatever the hell is on that platform. But he knows he's F-rank trash, so he's about to use Bowl-cut and his goons as bait. Big brain move. Bowl-cut Simp is still throwing a tantrum about the birds cock-blocking him from his precious loot. Bowl-cut's goon is already crying about how they're gonna die, correctly pointing out the obvious death trap. But Bowl-cut Simp is high on greed, screaming about being a billionaire and demanding a volunteer for a suicide run. Our boy Wei Yi steps up like a shonen hero, volunteering to be the sacrificial lamb for their get-rich-quick scheme. He hits them with the follow my lead speech, and these idiots are just desperate enough to listen to an F-rank. Wei Yi goes full Naruto run, telling the goon squad to just play bodyguard while he does the hard part. Bowl-cut Simp is already mauling about taking orders from an F-rank, but agrees, promising to kill him if he fails. Our boy's inner monologue confirms he's playing 4D chess, using their greed as his personal meat shields. Wei Yi is booking it, knowing this whole plan relies on him outrunning a flock of angry sky lizards. One of the goons actually listens, powering up his electric spear to play some tower defense. And the plan is working. The goons are zapping birds while our boy makes a break for the main prize. Our boy Wei Yi is pushing his F-rank stats to the absolute limit, trying to outrun his problems. He's making a mad dash for the main platform with a whole air force of angry birds on his 6. Meanwhile, his backup is already complaining about being overwhelmed, proving just how useful they are. And Bowl-cut Simp confirms he's a piece of shit, already planning to betray our boy for the loot. His goons are fully on board with the plan, casually talking about leaving Wei Yi to die like it's nothing. The whole squad of clowns officially agrees to the betrayal because loyalty is for people who aren't broke. Right on cue, his magic cat ear necklace starts glowing again because the plot demands it. Our boy feels the plot armor kicking in, knowing his dead robot's necklace is leading him to the jackpot. But first, he's about to get absolutely dive-bombed by a pissed-off pterodactyl that broke through the line. And he pulls a perfect parry out of his ass, revealing an innate block skill we never knew he had. Our boy blocks with a random-ass sword he pulled from nowhere, but the system confirms he still ate that hit. The angry sky lizard is right back in his face, clearly not impressed by the F-rank's parry game. Wei Yi screams for his backup, but the goon squad is already admitting they're completely useless. Bowl-cut Simp gets pissed he has to actually do his job and tells our boy to just die already. He fires off some green arrow bullshit that clears a path, but you know he's still mauling about it. And our boy pulls another secret innate skill out of his ass. This time it's a damn speed boost. Wei Yi hits the nitrous button and starts booking it past the birds like he's the goddamn Flash. He makes it to the giant red taser wall he spotted earlier, ready to risk it all for the loot. Our boy tries to phase through the barrier, but his speed buff runs out at the worst possible second. And now he's getting absolutely fried, taking paralysis damage while stuck in the damn laser grid. Bowl-cut's goons are absolutely shook that our boy actually jumped into the giant red taser. And boom, the platform lights up like a Christmas tree, confirming a successful connection and data retrieval. The plot armor necklace comes in clutch, lifting the paralysis and letting our boy know his gamble paid off. The whole damn place starts loading a scene, and our boy is about to get a front row seat to a memory log. Wei-Yi is standing there, smug as hell, knowing his big brain play actually worked for once. The system confirms the memory loaded, and we see the silhouette of his long-lost robot buddy. Our boy is absolutely floored, realizing he's about to see his only friend again after all this time. And the waterworks start. He's found a digital ghost of his robot pal saved in this ancient terminal. The memory plays, showing his little robot friend Lan Bao facing off against some demonic-ass monster. And Lan Bao goes full hero mode, saying it has to stop the monster from wiping out humanity. The big red monster is going full rage mode, screaming about how it's gonna murder all of humanity. Our boy Wei-Yi is watching this go down, realizing his little robot buddy was arguing with this world-ending threat. The monster throws down the gauntlet, challenging the robot to a classic speed versus strength showdown. And the memory log shows a goddamn Kamehameha clash between the monster's rage and the robot's power. Our boy gets so caught up in the memory he tries to save his robot friend, forgetting it's just a replay. His hand phases right through the projection, hitting him with the reality that he's just a spectator. Wei-Yi has a full-on panic attack, realizing he's completely helpless to change what happened. The little robot buddy Lan Bao activates a disassemble protocol, going for the ultimate sacrifice play. Lan Bao literally tears itself apart, turning into energy rings to seal away the big bad. The memory ends, and our boy finally understands his robot friend didn't die. It became the monster's prison. So the monster's life force is literally getting turned into the magic crystals everyone's been farming. The big red rage monster is absolutely losing its shit, screaming about how a robot is stealing its juice. And Lan Bao hits him with the coldest, sorry, not sorry, confirming it's about to lock this psycho up for good. Turns out the robot's master plan was to use a magic restoration device to turn the monster into a battery. The device kicks in and the rage monster starts turning into a giant rock candy, screaming the whole time. It throws out one last, "I'll get you for this" threat before getting fully crystallized. Classic villain L. And we're back to the present, with our boy and his robot ghost just staring at the final product. Our boy is finally connecting the dots, realizing his little robot buddy was strong enough to seal a world-ending threat. Then he starts kicking himself, wondering how he never realized his best friend was a certified G. But the reunion is cut short as the robot's projection starts glitching out and cracking apart. This can't be good. The robot ghost Lan Bao is giving out a final mission briefing about building a barrier against the big bad. Our boy Wei-Yi is freaking out, finally realizing that his robot's god-tier skill had some serious side effects. The memory log drops a classic "you must learn the secret" quest on our boy before it ends. And Lan Bao's ghost just says "I'll wait" before its projection starts to peace out for good. Our boy Wei-Yi is having a full-blown meltdown, trying to grab a hologram that's already gone. He's pissed the memory cut off right before the good part, like a damn buffering video. And the system just blue screens on him, kicking him out of the memory log because something's fucked up outside. Meanwhile, Bowl Cut Simp and his goons are getting their asses kicked, wondering why our boy is taking so long. Bowl Cut Simp screams that the barrier is fine, which is the universal signal for "the barrier is not fine." His goon immediately jumps to the conclusion that our boy is trying to screw them over for the loot. Bowl Cut Simp is absolutely losing his mind, convinced our boy is trying to steal his jackpot. So this psycho decides to shoot the damn machine, aiming to kill our boy and break the barrier. Our boy is still deep in the lore drop, completely unaware he's about to get team killed over some rocks. The green arrow of betrayal flies straight for the terminal, because friendship is temporary but loot is forever. And his special move is some thorny bullshit that just absolutely wrecks the ancient, irreplaceable tech. Even his own goon is like, "Bro, what the fuck? You just shot the only thing keeping us safe." Bowl Cut Simp hits him with the galaxy brain logic that killing our boy is the only way to get rich. And his dumbass plan actually works, disabling the barrier and probably fucking up the entire dungeon. The clowns are celebrating the barrier being down, completely ignoring the fact they just broke everything. And just like that, our boy gets a system-damaged error and is forcibly booted from the memory log. Our boy Wei-Yi is back, and the system is screaming about a pressure overload thanks to Bowl Cut's thorny bullshit. Wei-Yi immediately realizes that Bowl Cut Simp didn't just break a machine, he broke the whole damn dungeon. The system confirms the magic has gone feral, basically telling everyone they're about to have a very bad day. And a giant red energy tornado erupts from the main crystal, because of course Bowl Cut's arrow had an AoE effect. Even the angry sky lizards are getting caught in the crossfire, screaming their little bird heads off. Our boy Wei Yi is trying to ride out the storm, hoping this is just a temporary server lag. Meanwhile, Bullcut Simp and his goons are getting absolutely ragdolled by the consequences of their own actions. And the pterodactyls are looking even more pissed off, probably because their nest just turned into a blender. The whole flock starts flying towards the giant red glow, because angry mobs are always drawn to the biggest problem. Oh great, the birds are swarming the giant monster crystal, probably trying to break the seal for good. Our boy Wei Yi is catching his breath, relieved the magical shitstorm he was just in has finally stopped. He immediately realizes he's on the edge of a cliff and was one bad step away from a respawn screen. Wei Yi's big brain notes that the angry birds have fucked off and the giant monster crystal has calmed down. He's just glad Bullcut's dumbass arrow didn't completely break the seal and unleash the final boss. And speak of the devil, here comes the clown car, walking up like they didn't just almost kill everyone. Bullcut Simp is already gloating about how they gained from the disaster he literally caused. Our boy Wei Yi is absolutely seething, pissed that these clowns made him miss the end of his robot's lore dump. Wei Yi finally chooses violence, demanding Bullcut Simp explain his reckless team-killing attack. Bullcut Simp's response to being called out is to order his goons to jump our F-rank boy. Real mature. And the goon squad immediately hits him with some cloud rope bind bullshit, catching our boy completely off guard. The goon squad immediately jumps our boy, hitting him with some lightning-fast bullshit while he's still tied up. Our boy Wei Yi gets absolutely wrapped up by the second goon's magic lasso, completely shutting him down. And yeah, that shit hurt. Our boy is already spitting up blood from the cheap shot. They slam him to the ground, fully hog-tied in magic energy. Bro is completely cooked. Bullcut Simp and his crew stand over our boy, ready to drop the most unoriginal villain monologue ever. This clown literally puts his foot on our boy's head, screaming about how F-ranks are born to be stepped on. Bullcut Simp goes full psycho, deciding our boy has outlived his usefulness and it's time for a permaban. Our boy Wei Yi, with a foot on his face, swears he's gonna get his get back on this Makihao clown. Bullcut Simp orders his goon to shut our boy up, and the lackey goes for a field goal kick to the face. And they just fucking kick him off the cliff, because throwing people into holes is their only move. Our boy Wei Yi is still hog-tied, realizing he just got yeeted into the abyss by a D-rank clown. And Bullcut Simp and his goons just watch from the top like the absolute trash bags they are. This psycho is actually gloating about it, calling our boy trash while he falls to his supposed death. Now he's already planning the cover story with his two lackeys, like they didn't just commit murder. With our boy out of the picture, this clown is already drooling over the loot he didn't even earn. But plot twist, the giant monster crystal starts beating like a goddamn heart. This is not good. And our boy makes a big splash, landing in some random underground lake at the bottom of the chasm. He's sinking like a rock, but at least the magic ropes finally wore off. Small victories, I guess. Our boy is having an existential crisis underwater, realizing he's broke, betrayed, and about to drown. Then he gets all poetic, having a flashback moment while he's literally running out of air. Our boy is having his "it's all over" moment, reaching for the light like he's in a sad anime ending. But his dead robot's necklace hits him with the ultimate "not today, bitch," activating its emergency plot armor. The necklace literally forms a life-saving bubble around him, because drowning is for side characters. And now he's getting a first-class escort to the bottom of the abyss in his personal plot bubble. The bubble gently drops him off in another secret-ass room, because of course there's more dungeon. He lands safely on the ground, looking like he just got out of a very dramatic washing machine cycle. Our boy starts hacking up a lung while a mysterious voice checks in on him. We get a close-up on an eye, and you just know it's not another angry sky lizard. Holy shit. His robot buddy Lan Bao is right there, looking like he never left. The reunion is real. And they're standing in front of some kind of glowing, high-tech world tree. The lore is getting thick. The little robot buddy Lan Bao is playing doctor, asking our boy if he's okay after, getting murdered. Our boy is having a full-on mental breakdown, convinced he's just hallucinating his friend before he dies for real. He's still deep in his feels, admitting he's replayed this exact reunion in his head 1,000,000 times. And he goes in for the most desperate hug of his life, finally getting his emotional support robot back. The waterworks stop and the interrogation starts, demanding to know how his boy survived the robot apocalypse. Lan Bao hits him with the there head pat, trying to calm down his emotionally unstable owner. The robot drops the classic "I had my reasons" speech for ghosting him for the last 3 years. Our boy is still grilling him, wanting to know how he dodged the AI purge and got this new body. He finally looks around and remembers he was just drowning, asking where the hell this secret level is. and Lanbao hits him with the ultimate cliffhanger, promising to spill all the tea about its secret life. Lanbao drops its character sheet, revealing it's got a bunch of hacked abilities that make it way more than just a Roomba. Our boy Wei Yi connects the dots, realizing these OP skills are why his robot didn't get wiped in the AI purge. Lanbao admits it got wrecked and has been hiding in this server room ever since, basically on life support and unable to leave. Our boy's brain is smoking, trying to figure out how his little cat bot got admin privileges to the entire universe. And Lanbao's about to drop the origin story, because every OP character needs a good flashback arc. So Lanbao can basically read the universe's source code, breaking down and rebuilding shit on a molecular level. Our boy has a galaxy brain moment, realizing Lanbao's powers are suspiciously similar to the world-ending AIs. And Lanbao just casually confirms it's running the same operating system as the Skynet AI that broke the world. The robot explains its OS is so OP it can literally eat other AIs, but it has a firewall to stop the big bad from doing the same. So Lanbao ghosted our boy to protect him, because being friends with a rogue god-tier AI puts a huge target on your back. Lanbao explains the big bad AI's endgame is to become a literal god, and this whole MMO is just step 1. And of course, the robot buddy drops the "You're the chosen one" bomb on our F-rank boy. Lanbao reveals it had a prophetic vision of our boy going full Super Saiyan in some apocalyptic future. The robot officially nominates our broke F-rank boy as the savior of the world. No pressure or anything. Our boy Wei Yi immediately starts coping, saying he's not built for this save-the-world shit. He pulls up his trash stats again, reminding Lanbao he's still rocking that broken body debuff. But Lanbao just hits him with a cheerful, "That's easy," ready to fix the game's biggest bug. The robot buddy goes full admin mode, activating some god-tier commands to start hacking the system. Lanbao starts a rule modification on our boy's character sheet, literally jailbreaking his account. The robot explains it can pull this off because it's basically using the enemy's own cheat codes against them. Lanbao confirms the hack is running, promising our boy he'll finally be able to get out of tutorial mode. Our boy isn't even thinking about saving the world. He just wants to be strong enough to protect his family. And right on cue, the system starts screaming about an uncontrollable force because nothing is ever easy. Lanbao confirms the danger is coming from upstairs, where they left the clowns to their own devices. Our boy immediately guesses it's the giant monster crystal because he knows Bowl-Cut Simp has zero chill. The robot buddy confirms it, and you just know those idiots upstairs broke something important again. And we cut back to the clown show, where the giant monster crystal is having a full-on rave. Bowl-Cut Simp is getting absolutely zapped trying to touch the loot because the dungeon has an anti-idiot field. This clown is complaining about getting burned every time he gets close, like the crystal owes him something. And of course, he's blaming the F-rank he just murdered for his own incompetence. Classic villain logic. Bowl-Cut Simp's single brain cell finally fires, realizing something is very, very wrong with his precious loot. And yup, the giant monster crystal has a fucking heartbeat. That's generally a bad sign in these situations. The whole damn cave starts falling apart as all the smaller crystals shatter into a million pieces. The clown car is absolutely losing their minds as their retirement plan literally explodes in their faces. And the main crystal shatters to reveal the final boss they just woke up. Congratulations, you played yourselves. Bowl-Cut Simp is having a mental breakdown because a world-ending demon just cock-blocked his payday. So the big bad is some shredded demon god whose stats are so high, the system just shows question marks. The goons are asking what it is, and Bowl-Cut Simp screams that he can't read the stats. We know, genius. This absolute moron decides he's gonna throw hands with the unreadable boss for ruining his get-rich-quick scheme. Meanwhile, the demon god is just inhaling all that free energy, about to fold these clowns like laundry. The newly freed demon god is absolutely feral, screaming for a rematch with the robot that sealed him. And his rage scream is a literal AoE attack, hitting Bowl-Cut Simp and his goons with a psychic migraine. The shockwave hits the entire dungeon, even zapping mage leader Lin Xiang and the rest of the party upstairs. Tank Bro Jojo and the sensible half of the party are just as confused, wondering what fresh hell this is. The demon god gives the whole room the death stare, trying to sniff out his old robot nemesis. He walks right up to the clown car, asking them where the hell his Tin Man jailer is. One of the goons tries to play diplomat, asking the demon god to clarify his question like it's a job interview. And the demon god immediately folds the goon for having the audacity to ask a follow-up question. This psycho is done playing games, demanding they give him the robot's location right fucking now. Bowl-Cut Simp and his last goon are absolutely shook, realizing their boy just got one-tapped for talking too much. The last goon goes full shonen mode, screaming about maximum output like he's not about to get deleted. and the demon god just hits him with the so damn noisy before delivering a casual backhand. Bro's head just fucking explodes. That's what you get for interrupting the villain's monologue. The demon god stands over the fresh corpse, looking at Bowl-Cut Simp like he's next on the menu. And Bowl-Cut Simp literally pisses himself because all that D-rank energy was just talk. The demon god gets right in his face, ready to interrogate the last clown standing for some answers. Bowl-Cut Simp immediately chooses the runaway screaming option, proving he's the bravest of them all. The demon god is so done with these clowns he decides to just skip the questions and go straight to murder. This psycho starts floating, about to drop a goddamn nuke on the whole cave system. He's charging up a magic bullet, and you just know this is going to be a one-shot TPK. Bowl-Cut Simp is crying about his bright future now that he's about to get deleted from the game. The demon god is done with the whining and just yeets his giant fucking laser beam. And Bowl-Cut Simp gets absolutely vaporized by the attack he brought on himself. Good riddance, clown. The demon god just stands there, having successfully TPK'd the entire clown car without breaking a sweat. This psycho is still mauling about the robot, trying to taunt a ghost into a fight. His rage nuke is so big it's tearing through the dungeon floor, right towards our boy's secret hideout. And the attack finds the admin room's firewall, because of course the final boss has perfect aim. The system confirms the obvious. The secret room's defenses are getting absolutely shredded by the attack. Our boy Wei Yi is freaking out as his power-up session gets interrupted by a goddamn earthquake. The robot buddy confirms the worst. Their secret clubhouse has been found, and the final boss is at the door. The robot buddy Lan Bao is about to go full admin mode, activating all the firewalls because the final boss is coming in hot. The system is running its pre-ass whooping analysis because you gotta know how fucked you are before you die. And the demon god makes his grand entrance by stomping a hole right through their secret clubhouse floor. Our boy Wei Yi and his robot are absolutely shook, realizing the final boss just found their server room. The demon god is already monologuing about how hard they were to find, like he's some kind of Stalker X. Our boy Wei Yi is having a full-blown panic attack, finally seeing the stats on the guy who TPK'd the clowns. And the stats are in. This S1 ranked demon god is an absolute unit, and he's already calling them trash. The demon god is still talking shit, wondering why the barrier broke and promising to fold them like laundry. Our boy Wei Yi finally gets it, pulling out a sword and realizing this is the world-ending threat his robot sealed away. And the system hits us with the side-by-side, confirming our F-rank boy is about to fight a god with the stats of a wet noodle. Our boy Wei Yi is having a full-blown crisis, realizing his F-rank ass is completely useless against a literal god. The robot buddy tries to play diplomat, offering the demon god a don't-be-a-dick parole deal. The demon god is not having it, screaming about how he got catfished into a crystal prison last time. This psycho goes full villain monologue, promising to kill the robot and then the rest of the server. The system's anti-rage quit protocol kicks in, activating the same disassemble move from the flashback. And the demon god gets hit with the same get in the fucking box attack that sealed him before. Our boy Wei Yi is watching the replay, realizing his robot's admin powers are still working overtime. The robot buddy goes full admin mode, running a universal scan to find this psycho's weak spot. The demon god is absolutely mauling, realizing he's falling for the same goddamn trick twice. But this time he's got lag switch reflexes, dodging the attack and talking shit like a true gamer. The demon god is absolutely shook that he's getting caught in the same trap for a second time. Our boy Wei Yi is already celebrating, thinking the fight's over. Bro, it's never that easy. The robot buddy's internal antivirus is screaming that something is very, very wrong with this situation. And the demon god confirms he used his 3 years in timeout to grind from A rank to S rank. This psycho just shatters the ultimate ceiling jutsu with a goddamn flying kick like it's made of glass. The robot buddy is flashing every danger signal it has while the demon god goes full rage mode. Our boy Wei Yi pops his haste skill and jumps in front of the robot, ready to body block a god. And our F-rank boy has the absolute balls to call the S-rank demon god trash to his face. Even the super robot is screaming at him to get out of the way, knowing he's about to get deleted. And they both get absolutely folded, sent flying into a wall by one casual-ass punch from the demon god. The little robot buddy is screaming our boy's name, absolutely losing its shit after that hit. Our boy Wei Yi is getting ragdolled across the floor, barely hanging on after tanking that S-rank punch. And yup, he's spitting up blood because his F-rank body has the durability of a wet paper towel. The demon god is actually mauling that they're still alive, questioning his own one-shot capabilities. Meanwhile, Lan Bao is running a background debuff, trying to nerf this psycho using old patch data. The demon god feels the lag kick in, completely blindsided by the robot's admin-level hacks. He immediately realizes the robot is the problem, and decides to take out the server admin first. Lanbao tries to draw aggro, but the demon god just confirms he's gonna TPK the whole room anyway, and this psycho goes absolutely feral, unleashing a full-on combo on the little robot buddy. Lanbao is getting completely shredded with the system screaming about an emergency shutdown. Bro is cooked. The robot buddy is about to risk it all, hitting the force wake-up button to save our boy. The demon god is still mauling about his debuff while Lanbao's antivirus scan is running at dial-up speeds. The robot buddy is about to self-destruct to fix the server, but the demon god is already coming in hot. And our boy Wei Yi jumps in to body block a god, because that's what F-rank protagonists do. The demon god is not impressed, calling our boy an insect for having the audacity to not die. Our boy goes full shonen mode, hitting the "you'll have to get through me" pose for his robot pal. And we find out he just chugged his one and only expensive-ass HP potion just to stand up. This dude's whole plan is to just face tank a god and hope the debuff gets worse. Solid strategy. The demon god is absolutely losing his shit that an F-rank is challenging him while he's nerfed. And this psycho chooses violence, coming at our boy with a combo that's about to send him to the Shadow Realm. Our boy is barely hanging on, admitting his face-tanking plan was dumb as hell until he sees something new. The demon god hits him with a sweep kick that would have deleted a lesser F-rank from the server. Wei Yi is absolutely shook, realizing this S-rank psycho is actually trying to murder him for real. The demon god is talking shit mid-combo, basically telling our boy to be grateful he's not dead yet. But our boy pulls a perfect dodge out of his ass, looking just as surprised as we are. And the plot armor kicks in. Our boy just unlocked the ability to see the future, apparently. He's getting a full-on UI breakdown of the boss's moves, like he's playing on easy mode now. Our boy realizes his robot buddy just gave him a free trial of the game's best cheat codes. So the admin bot synced its god-tier analysis skill to our boy, turning him into a parry god. The robot confirms the plan is working, but they still need more time to fully nerf this psycho. Our boy Wei Yi tells his robot pal to just handle the debuff, he's got this. Teamwork makes the dream work. The demon god is absolutely losing his mind as the debuff gets stronger, screaming at the numbers on his screen. This psycho decides he's done playing games and is about to go for the one-shot before he gets nerfed any further. Our boy's new cheat code UI is already calling out the boss's first move like a damn sports commentator, and the UI gives him the play-by-play, confirming an overhead strike is coming in hot. Our boy goes full Neo, ducking the attack like he's been dodging S-rank gods his whole life. The UI calls out the next move, a right hook, because this boss has the most predictable combo ever. And our boy just keeps on dodging, making this S-rank psycho look like an absolute clown. The demon god throws a kick, but our boy is already out of the way while the debuff keeps climbing. The demon god is screaming about our boy being a rat, while Wei Yi realizes he can win by just being annoying. The demon god is getting nerfed hard but still pulls out a tail whip because why not? This psycho is still throwing hands, but our boy's new spidey sense is already kicking in. The UI literally calls out face punch like it's a goddamn fighting game tutorial, and our boy pulls off a perfect parry, using his sword like a damn buckler. The demon god goes full button masher, but our boy is just weaving through the bullshit thanks to his new UI. Our boy admits his body is still F-rank trash and he's getting wrecked just by blocking these hits. He hits us with a flashback, reminding us he's been grinding against impossible odds since day one. This dude's whole backstory is just getting his ass beat and refusing to stay down. Respect. And he's using that "I've been through worse" energy to power through this god-tier ass-whooping. And the plot armor kicks in again, giving him a perfect block and a parry counter. The system confirms our boy just unlocked a fighting game stun move. This is about to get disrespectful. And our boy lands the counter, hitting this S-rank psycho with the Uno reverse card. The demon god is absolutely frozen, mauling that he just got stunned by an F-rank for a whole second. Our boy pops his speed buff again, going full shonen mode about protecting his robot pal. He's done playing defense and is now screaming "die" like he's the final boss. And our boy lands a fucking critical hit, stabbing this psycho right through the chest. The demon god is actually bleeding, looking completely shook that he just got shish kebabbed. This psycho is having a mental breakdown, refusing to believe he just got folded by a piece of trash. Our boy realizes this dude is still a tank, but thankfully the debuff is still cooking him. The demon god is still coping, blaming the debuff for his L and getting ready to rage quit. The demon god goes full Super Saiyan, activating his demonic power because getting stabbed by an F-rank hurt his feelings. Our boy Wei Yi gets a system notification that hell is staring at him, which is a polite way of saying he's fucked. The robot buddy is screaming a stat check warning because this psycho just got a mid-fight patch update. This psycho is mauling about having to use his ultimate move on an F rank, like it's a waste of his mana. The cheat code UI is back, calling out the right punch to the head like a damn boxing coach. Our boy thinks the stats are the same and goes for the block, completely underestimating the power of a rage buff. And his sword just bounces off this psycho's arm like a wet noodle, confirming the power-up was legit. Our boy is having a wait what the fuck moment, realizing his sword is now completely useless. And the new stat sheet drops, confirming this psycho just buffed his defense into the goddamn stratosphere. And our boy gets absolutely launched for trying to fight a raid boss with starter gear. That's gonna leave a mark. Our boy is spitting up his life savings in blood, realizing he's about to get a game over screen. The demon god hits him with the "it's not over yet" and comes in for another round of F rank stomping. But our boy gets back up, ready to block a god with a broken body and a useless sword. He screams "die" and gets absolutely deleted by a counterattack that lights up the whole room. The little robot buddy Lanbao is having a full-on panic attack, screaming our boy's name. The demon god gloats that the debuff is almost done, and now it's the robot's turn to get folded. Our boy is literally crawling on the floor, trying to get this psycho's attention off his robot pal. And he starts talking shit, reminding the demon god about that little stab wound from earlier. Wei gets up with a broken arm, going full shonen mode about never letting his robot buddy die. The demon god is absolutely mauling, screaming that he's not falling for our boy's pathetic taunts. The demon god delivers a face kick special, clearly not a fan of our boy's shonen speech. This psycho is done playing around, promising to send our boy to the respawn screen for good. Our boy confirms his meat shield strategy worked, successfully pulling aggro off his robot pal. He's literally body blocking a god, proving his loyalty as S rank even if his stats aren't. Meanwhile, Lanbao is redlining its CPU, trying to finish the debuff before our boy's HP hits 0. The robot buddy decides to risk it all, about to use some corrupted admin codes to save its owner. Our boy is somehow blocking a full-on button mash combo, running purely on protagonist willpower. The demon god is having a mental breakdown that this F rank is still standing, even with the debuff at 95%. Wei admits he's on his last sliver of health and is about to get folded before the hack finishes. The cheat code UI calls out the final boss move, and our boy knows it's now or never. Our boy has a holy shit moment, realizing he's got one last incredibly stupid plan. The demon god goes for a tail whip, but our boy catches the damn thing like he's playing tug of war. And yeah, catching a god's tail with your bare hands hurts exactly as much as you'd think. This psycho goes for the classic head stomp, because originality is for losers. Our boy is screaming at his broken body to move, running on pure shonen willpower at this point. But he pulls a last-second dodge, leaving the psycho to stomp a hole in the floor like a toddler. He's not just dodging, he's using the momentum to get some goddamn distance from the tantrum. And the psycho's foot is literally stuck in the floor. Bro played himself with his own attack. The robot buddy is screaming that the debuff is about to expire, giving our boy a 2-second window. And our boy's speed buff is back online, ready to capitalize on this psycho's epic fail. Our boy goes full shonen mode, screaming about putting his last ounce of F rank energy into this final attack. The demon god is absolutely mauling, unable to believe this F rank is still coming at him. And his starter pack sword just fucking shatters on impact. You absolutely hate to see it. Our boy is having a full-blown well shit moment as his grand plan literally falls apart. The demon god is done playing, winding up a dark energy-infused punch to end this for good. And this psycho just fucking donuts our boy, punching a hole straight through his chest. Our boy is absolutely cooked, spitting up blood and realizing he just got a game over. The little robot buddy is having a complete system meltdown, screaming as his owner gets deleted. The demon god hits him with a follow-up punch for good measure, because overkill is his brand. And this psycho is actually laughing, gloating about finally TPKing a one-man F-rank party. The demon god is still gloating, telling our boy to know his place after getting turned into a human donut. This psycho is already giving his "I'm the main character now" speech over our boy's dead body. But the little robot buddy Lanbao is powering up, looking like it's about to choose violence. Our boy is on his last breath, using it to call out his robot's name. The feels are real. And he finishes the name, crying his eyes out because he's about to get a game over screen. Lanbao is absolutely shook, realizing its owner is about to log off for good. And the robot buddy goes full admin mode, activating some information interference cheat code. The demon god gets hit with a surprise firewall, finally realizing something is very, very wrong. Lanbao just hacked the final boss's character sheet, but the psycho is still talking shit about his comeback. and the robot buddy hits him with a shut-up Kamehameha, officially done with this psycho's bullshit. The demon god gets absolutely blasted by the robot's rage beam, getting folded into a digital wall, and Lanbao hits this psycho with the admin mute. Bro can't even talk shit while he's getting deleted. Meanwhile, our boy's internal system is blue screening, and Lanbao is refusing to abandon the sinking ship. We're literally inside our boy's consciousness, and his robot pal is about to perform some emergency digital surgery. All of Wei Yi's system links are shattering. His life, stats, and actions are all going offline. Bro is flatlining. The robot buddy spots the last connection, his memory link, and it's about to snap in half. Lanbao is freaking out, realizing if that memory link goes, our boy gets permanently deleted from the game. The system literally gives our boy a 0% chance of survival, but Lanbao is not about to accept that L. The robot buddy decides to go for the nuclear option, connecting directly to our boy's memories to save him. And Lanbao goes for the ultimate sacrifice, about to reboot our boy's entire character, even if it costs its own memories. The robot buddy is diving into the mainframe, about to perform some illegal digital surgery on our boy. Lanbao finds our boy's consciousness, which is a whole-ass digital world tree. The lore just keeps getting weirder. Meanwhile, the demon god is getting absolutely uninstalled, dissolving into a cloud of pure data. The psycho finally gets a system error, realizing he's being permanently deleted from the server. And Lanbao's ghost is about to go for the ultimate sacrifice play, looking determined as hell. The system confirms the final command. Lanbao is about to merge its soul with our boy's. Our boy's ghost is just floating in the void, having a post-death crisis and remembering getting folded. He's realizing the afterlife is just a highlight reel of his memories instead of eternal darkness. And we get a flashback to baby Wei Yi building his robot bestie. The feels are hitting hard. The memory of Lanbao's first boot up is so pure, you almost forget they're both currently dying. Our boy's ghost is already wondering if his robot pal managed to clutch the 1v1 he just died in. He's having a full-on existential crisis, blaming fate for nerfing him since the character creation screen. His ghost is just floating through the digital void, surrounded by his life's highlight reel of L's. He finally realizes he's not just dead, he's watching his own memories on a cosmic flat screen. And like a true genius, he touches the glowing memory file that's probably full of trauma. The memory boots up and our boy is about to get a front row seat to his own past. And boom, he's back in a park, probably about to relive some deeply embarrassing childhood moment. The system loads up a scenic view of his old hometown, because even flashbacks need good graphics. Our boy's ghost confirms he's in a 10-year-old memory, about to watch his own tragic backstory. And some random punk runs by, complaining about how our boy chose to drown rather than get robbed. The two punks who bullied our boy are already trying to figure out their alibi if he actually drowns. Our boy's ghost is back in spectator mode, about to rewatch one of his greatest L's in full HD. He's monologuing about how he got forced into this mess, waiting for his past self to make an appearance. And there he is, little Wei Yi, absolutely not having a good time during his impromptu swimming lesson. The crowd of useless NPCs just stands there, debating if saving a drowning kid is worth dropping their ice cream. They decide it's not worth it, pointing out the giant death whirlpool that'll just TPK anyone who jumps in. Our boy's ghost forgets the rules and tries to save himself because watching your own death is awkward. And his hand phases right through, reminding him for the second time that he's just watching a rerun. He's pissed he can't stop himself from trying to change the past, even though he knows it's pointless. But hold up. Some random blue-haired girl is pushing through the crowd, about to be the only useful person here. Our boy's ghost recognizes the voice of the blue-haired girl, because of course there's a mystery woman in his backstory. And look who it is, baby Lanbao booking it to the rescue while the NPCs just watch. Ghost Wei Yi is just standing there watching his robot buddy try to save his past self. This is getting weird. Lanbao goes full ride or die, screaming about how it'll protect our boy no matter what. Best bot confirmed. Our boy's ghost finally realizes his robot pal was the one who saved him from his first near-death experience. The little robot is trying to pull off a water rescue, telling his drowning owner to grab its hand. And little Wei Yi is trying his best, reaching for the save while literally running out of air. Lanbao is having a full-on panic, realizing its owner is about to get a game over screen for real. The robot buddy is about to break a promise to its parents, ready to use some forbidden jutsu to save him. And Lanbao activates its admin-level universal analysis to pinpoint our boy for the clutch save. Lanbao confirms it's about to use the same forbidden jutsu it used on the demon god to save our boy. The robot buddy tries to play Minecraft, spawning a giant iron block to stop the death whirlpool. And the whirlpool just fucking shreds the block like it's made of paper. Plan A is officially a bust. Little Lanbao is getting sucked into the blender, about to get a game over screen itself. So it hits the self-destruct button again, using its disassemble move to save its owner. The sacrifice play works, wrapping little Wei Yi in a life-saving bubble while he's knocked the fuck out. And the robot buddy reassembles to push its owner to safety with a goddamn tractor beam. Lanbao drags our boy's unconscious body to the shore, screaming for a medic like a true ride or die. Some random girl in a crop top shows up claiming to be a doctor, and the NPCs finally decide to help. Ghost Wei Yi watches the doctor confirm his past self is fine, still stuck in spectator mode for his own life story. Our boy's ghost realizes even as a kid, he was clutching that plot armor necklace like his life depended on it. We see little Wei Yi being a possessive little shit over his charm, while his ghost self gets all sentimental. And Lanbao's memory confirms it's been ride or die since day one, ready to protect our boy anywhere, anytime. Our boy's ghost knows he can't just chill in his greatest hits of trauma forever and needs to bounce. He's suddenly shook, wondering if his past self is waking up or if he's about to get rebooted. And holy shit, the memory version of Lanbao is looking right at his ghost, breaking the fourth wall of his own mind. Our boy is having a crisis, asking a hologram from 10 years ago if it can actually see him. But the robot's memory is running on fumes, confirming it's about to log off for good. Lanbao's ghost is trying to drop one last lore bomb before it gets deleted from the memory banks. Our boy tells his robot pal to just spit it out, ready for the final tear-jerking goodbye speech. Lanbao's ghost hits him with a random-ass question about his parents, and our boy is completely lost. Our boy explains his parents were just regular programmers who died, a story his grandpa told him. And Lanbao's ghost drops the nuke. His parents actually created the whole damn system, including the big bad. Our boy's ghost is still stuck on the grandpa's story part, while the robot knows it was all a lie. And the robot confirms it again. His parents built the AI that broke the world, and the bot that could fix it. The memory ghost explains the big bad AI is too OP now, and it's been stuck in a stalemate for years. But seeing our boy's future gave the robot a new purpose, even if it meant saying goodbye again. The memory ghost hands over its core data, basically giving our boy the keys to its entire existence. Our boy is still trying to process being dead while getting a quest item and a warning about the big bad. He finally realizes this is a farewell speech and starts panicking, demanding to know what's really going on. The system announces the fusion is complete, and our boy is getting a full-body data infusion he did not sign up for. Lanbao's ghost confirms the sacrifice worked, and it's about to send our boy back to the server. Our boy finally gets it, realizing his robot pal is literally becoming his new operating system and is about to get deleted. Lanbao hits him with the "I'll live on in your heart" speech and drops a new "collect all the things" main quest. The robot buddy gives its final wave goodbye while our boy has another meltdown trying to grab a ghost. And just like that, his best friend fades into the light, leaving our boy reaching for a memory. Our boy wakes up with a goddamn gasp, looking like he just got a full character reboot and a new hair color. He's back in some random adventurer tent, completely confused about how he didn't get a game over screen. Wei Yi is having a full-on "am I alive" crisis, probably wondering if this is the respawn lobby. He checks his chest and realizes the donut hole the demon god gave him is completely gone. That's one hell of a patch. Our boy's internal monologue gets interrupted by a system notification that he's now running on Lanbao OS. The system asks if he wants to enable cheat codes, confirming his robot pal literally installed itself into his brain. The system boot-up screen confirms it. Our boy is now part human, part robot, and probably part demon. And his new character sheet drops, showing he's still F rank but now has the demon god's stats and skills. Our boy realizes he didn't just get a reboot, he got the demon god's DLC pack after getting murdered by him. The new Lanbao OS is already acting as a firewall because his dead robot is still protecting him from beyond the digital grave. He tries to talk to the new system icon, but it's just a program now. Bro is trying to have a heart-to-heart with an antivirus. Wei Yi accepts his new reality and focuses on the "collect the shiny things" quest his robot pal left him. He makes a shonen promise to a ghost, vowing to finish the main quest and get his emotional support bot back. And the system immediately hits him with a pop-up, asking if he wants to turn on the god-tier analysis skill. The new Lanbao OS is already nagging him to turn on the cheat codes because half his shit is locked. Our boy is like, alright, fine, deciding to test out his new god-tier vision since he's got nothing better to do. The system confirms the Lanbao OS is running and the cheat codes are officially on. And his tent turns into the fucking Matrix as the universal scan boots up around him. The scan goes wide, mapping out the entire forest like he's running a satellite from his brain. His new UI is just pinging everything in sight from trees to rocks because data is life. Bro is literally scanning his own campsite, probably identifying his dirty laundry for EXP. Our boy is geeking out, realizing his robot pal just gave him permanent AR vision. And he's getting free EXP for just looking at shit, power leveling to F4 without lifting a finger. He gets all emotional, thanking his dead robot pal for turning him into a walking cheat engine. Some rando outside hears our boy moving and decides to investigate. Bro can't even test his new cheat codes in peace. Our boy's new spidey sense immediately pings the incoming visitor, because paranoia is now a built-in feature. Oh shit, it's Tank Bro Jojo, and the Lanbao OS is already scanning him like a goddamn barcode at checkout. Our boy is just happy to see a friendly face that didn't try to kick him off a cliff for once. The new Lanbao OS is already going for the deep dive, about to pull this dude's entire search history. And boom, the system drops Tank Bro's full character sheet. Our boy's got X-ray vision for stats now. Wei immediately recognizes the UI, while Jojo is just happy his friend didn't get deleted from the server. Our boy tests the waters, asking if he can see the giant blue screen floating right in his face. Wei plays it cool, confirming his new cheat codes are for his eyes only. This is gonna be fun. Tank Bro Jojo remembers he's got something for our boy, probably the starter sword that got shattered. Tank Bro shows our boy the broken plot armor necklace, confirming it was already busted when they found him. Tank Bro is feeling guilty as hell, admitting he tried to fix the plot armor, but his clumsy ass couldn't manage it. Our boy takes the broken charm, telling Tank Bro it's all good, looking like he's moved on from his old life. He goes full protagonist mode, saying he's got bigger fish to fry now, like that Save My Robot main quest. Tank Bro is just happy his boy isn't moping, completely relieved by the sudden personality upgrade. Tank Bro is off to tell the captain the good news, while our boy plans to catch up after a quick debrief. Our boy is already trying to piece together the timeline, wondering how the hell he got rescued from that abyss. But his new cheat code vision pings something nearby, and our boy is immediately on high alert. The Lanbao OS identifies a rifle, but our boy's brain just sees a little turtle. The system needs a patch, and the Lanbao OS literally updates its database based on his dumbass nickname. Bro is teaching an AI slang. Our boy is shook that his new brain AI is already learning his dumbass slang. The rest of the party is debating bailing on the mission since they got their asses kicked and are broke. Our boy finally leaves his tent to join the rest of the survivors for a post-disaster debrief. Mage leader Lin Xiang and the crew are just glad to see our boy didn't get permanently deleted. Our boy plays it cool, saying he's fine, while Mage leader Lin Xiang admits the whole mission is foobar. He uses his new cheat vision to see everyone's banged up and asks for the post-TPK rundown. Some rando confirms they got jumped by those same angry birds after the whole cave collapsed. Mage leader Lin Xiang explains the demon god's rage scream accidentally saved them by scaring the birds off. This dude explains they found Bullcut Simp's corpse and our boy just chilling, completely misreading the situation. Our boy's internal monologue confirms the demon god killed the clowns and Lanbao made sure he'd be found. Mage leader Lin Xiang asks our boy to spill the tea on how the whole mission went to hell. Our boy agrees to tell them everything, which is code for the most believable lie I can cook up. And the whole party immediately eats up his story about the crystal hatching a final boss. He sells the lie that he only survived because he wasn't dumb enough to touch the cursed loot. The party agrees the story is wild, but also exactly the kind of stupid shit Bullcut Simp would pull. Mage leader Lin Xiang is already panicking about a B or A rank demon, not knowing our boy is wearing its stats. Our boy wraps up his bullshit story, making sure to keep his robot buddy's sacrifice on the down low. Mage leader Lin Xiang makes the smart call to just abandon the mission and report the foobar situation. Tank Bro is bummed about the failed payday while our boy looks like his brain is still buffering. And our boy has a sudden panic attack, realizing he has no idea how long he was asleep. Our boy asks Tank Bro Jojo for the date, because his internal clock is completely fried. Tank Bro confirms our boy was in a coma for 3 days, which is a hell of a power nap. This dude almost died, and his first thought is that the landlord is coming for his ass. And our boy just bolts because eviction is a bigger threat than any S-rank demon he just fought. He runs right up to Mage leader Lin Xiang, about to ditch the party for his financial crisis. Our boy officially bails on the squad, because his broke-ass problems are the real main quest. And we get a dramatic sunset shot as our boy chooses paying rent over literally anything else. But Tank Bro is a real one, actually following this dumbass on his side quest to not get evicted. They're booking it through the woods like the landlord has a bounty on their heads. Tank Bro confirms he's the ultimate wingman, ready to fight monsters or a pissed-off landlord. Tank Bro is still in protect the F-rank mode, while our boy is just happy to have a real one on his side. And we find our boy's true final boss, a goddamn rent payment deadline. The struggle is real. He's not just worried about getting evicted, he's worried his family will get jumped by monsters. Landlords are built different. His new brain AI pings a random wolf and gives him free EXP. The passive income grind is finally paying off, and our boy's new spidey sense immediately goes off because of course they walked into a trap. He stops Tank Bro mid-stride, who looks confused as hell. The F rank is giving the orders now. Our boy confirms they've got company, finally getting to use his new cheat codes for something other than identifying rocks. His eyes go full-on Terminator mode as he realizes they're not just dealing with one wolf, but the whole damn family. The Lambao OS drops a tactical grid confirming they are absolutely unequivocally surrounded. Welcome to the field test. And the system starts calling out the enemy ranks like a damn Pokedex. Time to see what this new build can do. Our boy's new cheat vision confirms they're surrounded while Tank Bro is still wondering what's for dinner. Wei Yi drops the "we're fucked" bomb, and Tank Bro is shook he can't see the 20 wolves about to jump them. The wolves finally appear, and Tank Bro is sweating while the Lanbao OS is already running the numbers. Tank Bro asks for a plan, and our boy goes full tactician, explaining that running is for chumps. Our boy decides they're gonna have to TPK the whole pack, and Tank Bro is still in protect the F rank mode. Tank Bro is a real one, immediately agreeing to throw hands with 20 wolves because his boy said so. And Tank Bro gets right to work, shield bashing a wolf right in its stupid slobbering face. Tank Bro is getting hyped, ready to teach these low-level mobs a lesson they won't forget. Our boy flexes his new demonic body passive, getting a free stat boost just for showing up. He admits his sword is still busted, but with his new demon god stats, he's ready to go to war. His new brain AI is still giving him free EXP for identifying weeds, and he just hit the level up requirement. Our boy immediately tests his new build, one-shotting a wolf with a broken-ass dagger to the face. Wei Yi is absolutely shook, realizing he just deleted a mob in one hit. The glow-up is officially in progress. He casually tells Tank Bro he leveled up while the system is already cooking up his new stats. Tank Bro is hyped as hell, celebrating that our boy finally broke his permanent F-rank curse. This dude is telling him E-rank is a whole new world, not knowing our boy is already playing in the big leagues. And we get a full-blown tutorial screen explaining the game's stat system because lore dumps are mandatory. The system confirms you get 12 stat points per level, and our boy is about to become a goddamn menace. And here's the power scaling lecture, explaining why high rankers can just stomp on low rankers all day. Our boy's new character sheet drops, confirming he's F10 with a shitload of free points and the demon skill set. The system confirms the demonic body is synced, and our boy is already looking like a mid-game character. Our boy realizes his new passive is basically a permanent double EXP event for his stats. He's having a full-on holy shit moment, realizing he's already punching in the D-rank weight class. Meanwhile, Tank Bro is getting absolutely swarmed, realizing this wolf pack is way over the mob limit. Our boy agrees, confirming his new spidey sense is telling him these wolves are built different. And yup, the wolves are moving with military precision, not like your average low-level trash mob. His new cheat vision confirms it. These wolves are using actual flanking maneuvers. Our boy warns Tank Bro they're getting played by a bunch of dogs, and his boy is not ready for that tea. And of course, there's an alpha on a cliff because this just turned into a goddamn raid encounter. Our boy is having a "we are so fucked" moment, realizing these aren't just mobs, they're an army. And the alpha wolf is some majestic nine-tailed fox-looking motherfucker posing like he's on a movie poster. The Lanbao OS pings the Silver Fang Wolf King, giving our boy free EXP for spotting the thing about to murder him. Our boy immediately panics, screaming at Tank Bro to run because their little mob grind just turned into a raid. The Wolf King is done posing and just yeets itself off the cliff, coming in hot like a furry goddamn meteor. This absolute unit lands like a nuke, and Tank Bro is trying to block a goddamn earthquake with a dinner plate. Our boy is bracing for impact, still holding that busted-ass dagger like it's gonna do anything here. The wolf pack is just chilling, waiting for their boss to give the signal to turn our boys into chew toys. The Wolf King is giving them the death stare, looking absolutely offended they breathed in his general direction. And the Lanbao OS drops the boss's stat sheet, confirming this D10 wolf is about to fold them like cheap lawn chairs. The system hits them with a mid-fight tutorial on what a boss is because now is a great time for a lecture. Our boy is having a crisis, realizing his protagonist luck is just attracting raid bosses now. Tank Bro is screaming to run, completely unaware our boy is about to test out his new cheat codes. Wei Yi is already cooking up a plan, knowing they have to throw hands to get out of this mess. Our boy immediately opens his menu to spend those sweet level up points, It's time to min-max. And he dumps everything into strength and speed because who needs defense when you can one-shot? Our boy tells Tank Bro to handle the trash mobs while he solos the boss. The glow-up is real. He goes flying in trying to convince himself he's just gonna poke it a little. Sure, buddy. The Wolf King is not impressed, hitting him with the most disrespectful humph in history. And the boss finally decides to move, coming at our boy like a furry freight train. But the Lanbao OS calls out the attack, and our boy sees his opening. Cheat codes are a beautiful thing. Our boy goes for the classic slide under the boss move because who needs a plan when you have balls? He's scraping the ground with his busted dagger, aiming for that sweet, sweet underbelly weak spot. The system confirms he's going for the belly because every gamer knows that's where the crit spot is. But the Wolf King hits him with a flashbang, charging up a silver light move to counter the cheese strat. The whole area gets nuked with light, and Tank Bro is already screaming like our boy got deleted. Our boy is completely blind, realizing this D-rank boss is not just some low-level trash mob, but his new brain AI just turns on Daredevil mode, giving him audio cues since his eyes are useless. He pulls off a blind parry with his broken-ass dagger, trusting the cheat codes with his life. And a good thing too, because the Wolf King just threw a goddamn Getsuga Tensho at him. That attack just carved a new canyon in the forest. Bro almost got turned into a fine red mist, and the Wolf King's casual slash just re-landscaped the entire goddamn forest. Our boy is just sitting there, realizing he almost got turned into a perfectly sliced log. He's having a full-blown crisis, knowing that attack ignores defense and would have deleted him instantly. The Lanbao OS is screaming that the wolf is still buffed and charging up another world-ending attack. Our boy admits his new sword is still trash and he needs an actual skill to not get folded. And the plot armor kicks in. He wonders if his brain AI can just pirate the boss's skills. He decides to test his new skill copy cheat code mid-fight because why the hell not? Our boy literally asks his brain to start data mining the boss's elemental attacks in real time. And the Lanbao OS is like, bet, activating the steal that move protocol immediately. His new cheat vision is literally reverse engineering the boss's attack. Bro is about to become a blue mage. Tank Bro is holding off the wolf pack, looking absolutely shook that our boy is actually fighting the boss. The Lanbao OS is literally pirating the boss's skill, mapping out the attack like it's a goddamn blueprint. Our boy has a holy shit moment, and the system confirms it's loading the stolen skill right into his brain. The Wolf King unleashes its ultimate, a multi-slash light attack that just carves up the whole damn forest. Our boy is about to get turned into a fine paste, realizing he might have gotten a little too close to the action. And Tank Bro Jojo comes in for the clutch save, popping his ultimate shield to body block for our boy. Tank Bro is all worried while our boy plays it cool, pretending he wasn't just trying to data mine a wolf. And holy shit, it worked. Our boy just unlocked his elemental powers by watching a dog do it first. Tank Bro's shield is already cracking, confirming this D-rank boss hits like an absolute freight train. And the system confirms if that shield breaks, Tank Bro is getting a massive "you're fucked" debuff. Tank Bro Jojo is screaming for our boy to run, ready to pull the ultimate sacrifice play for his F-rank friend. He's still trying to be the hero, telling Wei Yi to dip while he face tanks a goddamn raid boss by himself. Our boy hits him with the "I know you think I'm trash" speech, fully aware of his old F-rank reputation. Wei Yi refuses to ditch his boy, calling out the fact that Tank Bro will be absolutely fucked if he's left alone. He goes full shonen mode, powering up the same elemental bullshit he just yoinked from the wolf. And our boy just manifested a goddamn lightsaber. The system confirms the skill piracy was a complete success. The new character sheet drops, confirming our boy just hit E rank and his stats are already looking disrespectful. And we get a mid-fight lore dump about elemental skills, because now is the perfect time for a tutorial. The system explains the 5 elements, basically confirming this is just Pokemon with extra steps and more violence. The lore dump ends by teasing that humans tried to reverse engineer this shit. Foreshadowing anyone? The lore dump confirms humanity failed at science, while our boy just pirated a skill from a dog. And the Lanbao OS confirms the download is complete. Bro just unlocked a whole new skill tree. Our boy is already flexing his new lightsaber, confirming his brainbot just made him a pure elemental user. And the skill description confirms it's a defense-ignoring cheat code. This is about to get disrespectful. Tank Bro is absolutely losing his mind, realizing our boy just yoinked the boss's signature move. This dude is having a full-on meltdown that his F-rank friend just pulled a protagonist-level ass pull. Our boy immediately cooks up a bullshit excuse about luck to hide his new cheat engine. But he's not getting cocky, knowing he still needs his brainbot to call out the boss's weak spots. The Wolf King is done waiting, absolutely shredding Tank Bro's shield like it's made of wet paper. And Tank Bro gets absolutely folded, sent flying as his ultimate defense move just fucking shatters. Our boy catches Tank Bro, whose system is screaming that he's officially in the fucked state. And yep, Tank Bro is spitting up blood because face-tanking a raid boss is generally a bad idea. Our boy tells his nerf to hell friend to just chill while he handles the rest. The roles have officially reversed. The Wolf King is already digging its claws in, not giving a shit about their little friendship moment. This psycho goes full Super Saiyan, charging up another attack that's about to re-landscape the area. Our boy is in full protector mode, telling Tank Bro to dip while his boy is still trying to save him. And the Wolf King unleashes another one of those delete the forest light slashes. Here we go again. Our boy tells his brain bot to run the numbers because it's time to test out his new cheat codes. The Lanbao OS turns the whole world into the Matrix, giving him a play-by-play of his impending death. And our boy is ready to parry a goddamn lightspeed attack because he's got the game's best aimbot. Our boy's plan is to just Jedi mind trick the attack, because blocking is for people without cheat codes. This absolute madman is about to make the boss's own ultimate moves cancel each other out. The Wolf King is not having it, coming in hot while our boy is still playing 4D chess with its attacks. The wolf tries a smokescreen, but our boy's new brainbot has wall hacks enabled by default, and the Lanbao OS is calling out the attack vectors like a goddamn air traffic controller. But our boy realizes it's a feint because this D-rank wolf is playing mind games now. So he goes full Neo, sliding between two world-ending attacks like it's a damn dance move. He's looking up like he just realized he dodged the bullets but forgot about the rocket launcher. And he's forced to parry a whole-ass bullet hell attack this psycho just pulled out of nowhere. Our boy weathers the storm and hits the Wolf King with the "my turn" line. Shit's about to get real. And our boy lands a clean hit, giving this wolf a brand new scar right across its stupid face. He hits the Wolf King with a full-on anime cross-slash, and Tank Bro is just watching the light show. Tank Bro is having a full-blown identity crisis, wondering when his F-rank buddy got a patch update. And our boy's pirated skill just shatters the boss's attack. You love to see the Uno reverse card. Wei Yi is out here posing like a goddamn Jedi after deflecting a world-ending wolf fart. But our boy admits his new cheat codes are a massive mana drain, and he's already running on fumes. The Lanbao OS confirms the boss has better mana regen, so this is officially a DPS race he's losing. Our boy decides it's time to pull out his own ultimate move because why not go all in? The brainbot is screaming that the boss is charging a nuke, and there's literally nowhere to run. So our boy decides to fight fire with fire, activating the demon god's power he just fucking inherited. The system confirms our boy just activated the demon god's cheat codes. This is about to get ugly. And the downside is that hell itself is now trying to slide into his DMs, giving him a migraine. The Lanbao OS is already playing Firewall, blocking hell's attempt to turn our boy into a mindless puppet. And our boy officially enters his edgy demon phase, complete with glowing eyes and a bad attitude. The system confirms this new form is a glass cannon, jacking his elemental power but nerfing everything else. He hits the Wolf King with the "stop hitting yourself" taunt, ready to clap back with its own move. And our boy unleashes a fucking Kamehameha, starting a beam struggle with a goddamn dog. His pirated skill is actually stronger, completely overpowering the original like a cheap knockoff. The Wolf King is absolutely shook, realizing it's about to get folded by its own signature move. And our boy lands the headshot, giving this wolf a face full of its own bullshit. And the Wolf King gets absolutely launched across the map by its own damn move. You hate to see it. The system just starts spamming level up notifications. Bro just power leveled to E5 in a single fight. And the new character sheet confirms the glow up is real, with enough free points to build a whole new character. Tank Bro is having a full-blown meltdown, wondering what kind of cheat codes our boy found in that cave. But the demon power comes with a price, and our boy is getting a hell of a migraine from the dark side. The Lanbao OS hits the emergency eject, forcibly logging him out of his edgy demon phase before he goes feral. Our boy admits his robot pal's firewall is the only thing that stopped him from going full psycho. And hell just gave him a fucking cursed tattoo on his hand that his brainbot can't even scan. Tank Bro runs over to check on him while our boy decides maybe he shouldn't use the cursed power every fight. He plays it cool, blaming it on mana drain while hiding the fact he just got a DM from Satan. Our boy is back to his main quest, panicking about the time because his landlord is the real final boss. He's bummed about leaving the loot, but his new brainbot is already pinging the rare drops. Tank Bro offers to stay behind and do the dirty work, proving he's the ultimate ride or die. Tank Bro flexes his family's butcher shop skills and confirms his debuff is gone. He's ready to work. This dude is already carving up the boss, making sure our boy gets all the credit and the loot. Tank Bro is still processing the glow-up, realizing our boy doesn't need a babysitter anymore. But of course, he's not doing it for free. This man just wants a goddamn steak dinner for his troubles. Tank Bro literally shoves our boy on his way, telling him to go handle his real-life problems. And our boy is off, running at full speed to deal with the only thing scarier than a raid boss. And we finally get a look at the town where our boy's true final boss, the landlord, awaits. And we've arrived at the final boss's lair, a rundown apartment where the landlord's goon is already screaming. But our boy's little sister is holding down the fort, telling this clown to chill the fuck out. This Frankenstein-looking motherfucker shoves the contract in her face, clearly not used to getting sassed by a toddler. He starts monologuing about some magic crystal machine, like she's supposed to care about his boss's bad investments. Then he calls our boy a worthless piece of trash, which is a fantastic way to get your ass kicked. So the little gremlin just fucking kicks him right in the shin. This kid has more fight in her than the whole party. She's screaming that he'll regret talking shit about her brother. Best Little Sister award is in the mail. And Stitchface is about to absolutely fold a child, completely losing his shit over a shin kick. But he gets absolutely yeeted across the room. Our boy has arrived just in time for the hero entrance. And our boy checks his busted-ass watch, confirming he's fashionably late but right on time to deliver a beatdown. And the final boss of landlords appears, a B-rank psycho who tells his goons to get on with the eviction. This clown starts flexing his magic crystal machine, explaining why his rent prices are so damn high. He drops the classic ultimatum, pay up in full or get the hell out of his town. The whole squad of rent-a-thugs is here to back him up because he's too important to do his own dirty work. But the little sister is still choosing violence, trying to report them to the authorities they clearly own. Meanwhile, some old dude in the back is just casually drinking, completely unbothered by the home invasion. Turns out it's their grandpa, a retired engineer who's just annoyed his nap got interrupted by these clowns. Stitchface starts talking shit to the grandpa, not realizing this old man is probably a secret S rank. The grandpa plays it cool, acting like rent is just pocket change and he's about to make it rain. And he pulls out a goddamn remote, about to activate some secret fuck you and your rent protocol. And the grandpa's remote just summoned a goddamn Jaeger, shaking the whole damn building. The landlord's goons are having a full-blown panic attack, screaming about an earthquake like total chumps. And a giant fucking robot eye just boots up. Grandpa wasn't bluffing about his secret weapon. The landlord is absolutely shook, realizing the old man's garage has better security than his entire operation. Stitchface tries to play it cool, laughing that the giant death bot isn't moving. Bro has a death wish. The landlord starts dropping lore about how robots are nerfed, calling the grandpa's bluff like a dumbass. Another one of his rent-a-thugs calls the giant robot scrap metal. These guys are begging to be deleted. But the landlord is a greedy bastard, deciding he'll just take the scrap metal for himself. The grandpa confirms it's a rare military-grade bot, basically telling the landlord he's in way over his head. And the grandpa offers the priceless war machine as a year's rent. This old man's flex game is S rank. The little sister is begging her grandpa not to trade his life's work, still holding out hope for her big bro. But grandpa knows our boy is in trouble, and is ready to make the sacrifice play for his family. The little gremlin is absolutely fuming, calling out the landlord for getting a steal on the deal. But the landlord hits them with the "you misunderstand," revealing he's about to move the goalposts. This clown pulls up a scanner to lowball the priceless war machine, calling it cheap scrap. And he drops the late fees, hitting them with a 10x penalty and double rent. This is a fucking shakedown. The grandpa calls out the bullshit contract terms, but this landlord is making up the rules as he goes. The landlord gets in his face, dropping the classic might makes right speech like a true D-bag. He gives them a one-day ultimatum, basically threatening to enslave the grandpa if our boy doesn't show. Meanwhile, our boy's new character sheet is auto-upgrading, confirming the glow-up is still in progress. The landlord's musclehead goon tells the rent-a-thugs to start repoing the grandpa's giant deathbot, and his whole squad of clowns starts trying to play tug-of-war with a goddamn Jaeger. These idiots are really trying to move a multi-ton war machine by pulling on some loose cables. The grandpa is watching his life's work get stolen, looking absolutely heartbroken about the sacrifice. One of the goons decides the deal wasn't sweet enough and tries to pocket some spare parts for himself. But the little sister is still choosing violence, trying to stop this clown from looting her grandpa's bot. And this piece of shit just backhands a literal child for trying to stop him from stealing. The little gremlin hits the floor, and now these clowns have officially crossed the goddamn line. Meanwhile, the other rent-a-thugs are about to snap the last cable holding the giant robot in place. And the final connection snaps. The grandpa's last line of defense is officially getting repoed. And of course, the giant deathbot is about to crush the little sister. These clowns are just collateral damage waiting to happen. The grandpa is having a full-blown heart attack, realizing his granddaughter is about to get flattened by his own creation. The little gremlin is about to get a game-over screen from her own family's Jaeger. The irony is brutal. But our boy activates his new cheat codes, about to pull off the most cliché hero entrance of all time. The Jaeger's head hits the ground like a goddamn meteor, and everyone thinks the kid is a pancake. But our boy just pulled off the clutch save, looking like he's about to commit several felonies. He's all worried, asking if she's okay after getting slapped by that trash bag and almost flattened. This kid is a real one, apologizing for not being able to 1v5 a bunch of grown-ass thugs while crying her eyes out. He hits her with the "leave it to me" line, officially activating his big brother protection protocol. And the landlord is just happy the main target has arrived, making his shakedown so much easier. The landlord's goons are still talking shit, calling our boy F-rank trash while demanding their protection money. Our boy hits them with the coldest death stare, and his little sister knows he's about to choose violence. And Stitchface is actually shook, wondering why this supposed F-rank is looking at him like he's already dead. Wei Yi tells his sister to stand back, because he's about to introduce these clowns to his new patch update. And the Lanbao OS boots up, because it's time to scan the trash before he takes it out. The system drops the whole squad's character sheets, and our boy is literally reading their stats before the beatdown. His cheat vision confirms they're all just E-rank nobodies who get their kicks from bullying the weak. He pulls out the loot from the wolf boss, basically telling them to take the money and get the hell out. Stitchface snatches the bag, still running his mouth about how trash should know its place. This clown really thinks he won, giving our boy the most punchable "I'm a piece of shit" smile in history. Our boy pays his rent with a full-speed chest pass, and Stitchface was not ready for the delivery fee. He literally knocks this clown's teeth out, giving him a free x-ray of his own shattered skull. And he follows it up with a flying kick to the face, dedicating the beatdown to his little sister. That kick connects so hard this dude's face just turned into a modern art masterpiece of blood and pain. Our boy lands the combo and just styles on him, leaving Stitchface to contemplate his life choices on the floor. The rest of the Rent-A-Thugs finally realize they're not bullying an F-rank anymore and decide to jump him. But our boy is already on the move, telling these clowns to worry about their own hospital bills. He's just a blur of violence, dismantling the whole squad before they can even throw a punch. The death stare is on full display as he folds another goon. The F-rank is officially retired, and the musclehead goon is having a full-blown crisis, wondering when our boy downloaded the new patch. The landlord is screaming at his musclehead goon to stop fucking around and earn his paycheck already. Musclehead powers up, and the Lanbao OS confirms he's a D-rank tank who thinks he's the main character. And our boy just blitzes him before he can even finish his "you're just a kid" speech. Musclehead barely blocks a kick to the face, already realizing he fucked up his threat assessment. Our boy literally kicks him out of the building, telling him to take this beatdown to the streets. And he sends the Musclehead flying right through the goddamn wall like a human cannonball. The little sister is his #1 hype man while Grandpa is just trying to process the sudden glow-up. Even the landlord is shook, realizing this F-rank trash just got a massive patch update. And Musclehead lands right in a pile of garbage, which is honestly where he belongs. But he gets up, pops his armor skill, and calls our boy's strength pathetic. Bro is asking for a second ass whooping. Our boy powers up with the wolf skill, telling Musclehead the ass whooping is just getting started. He's ready to settle every score because this beatdown is for every L he's ever taken in his life. And the new character sheet confirms it. Our boy is E5 and his stats are already looking disrespectful as hell.